Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Can you believe it? We are live in Canberra and we have a very special guest with us. It is time to speak to the Prime Minister of this country.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. What a big week he's had.
We can see your office from here, Prime Minister
Hello,
Anthony
Prime
Albanese.
Minister.
Hello, Prime Minister.
Hey, how you going?
Very good. How are you? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, congrats.
Very well, thank you very much. I'm very excited. I've got to say it's been a whirlwind time.
Oh, how romantic. Yeah, I can't. We're very excited for the wedding. We've got lots of ideas
We've got
for
grand
you.
plans for you because, and look, keep in mind, I'm in your electorate when you answer this question, Albo, but do you need a wedding DJ even just for a portion of the ceremony?
Well, we could well. We haven't had the opportunity to really sit down and talk any details yet because I'm on my way to Newcastle now and on the weekend. Then I'll be in Nowra and then in Perth. The nature of things, and Jodie wasn't preparing for the big question, so she's separately working today.
Oh, wow. So you've popped the question and you've popped off.
Classic Prime Minister behaviour.
I had Parliament the day after, but what better day to do it than February the 14th?
Can I ask you a question?
Beautiful.
Because, I think Jacinda Ardern might have been the first Prime Minister to have a baby while elected.
Yep.
Are you the first Australian Prime Minister to propose and potentially even get
Surely.
married?
I am, and I had a lovely exchange with Jacinda actually, where she sent me a text message saying because she was engaged but never got around to getting married until after she'd left the job. She said, "I hope you work out how to get married while Prime Minister because I could never get that done." And I sent her back a message saying, "Yes, but you did give birth," which is pretty as Prime Minister.
True. But the
And,
fanfare would be so wonderful.
She said there was that, so to give her due credit, but it hasn't happened before, so it will be a first. Certainly, it's the first engagement, which is very exciting.
We know you're working very hard. You're off to Nowra and Perth.
Well, we can see your office right now. The blinds are down.
Route. Yeah, we can see you tapping away. But do you get a chance to have like just a romantic night with Jodie, like to celebrate the proposal?
We haven't yet, so perhaps tomorrow night is
maybe a
I
Netflix
think
and chill.
The opportunity that might arise, but
You can get really loose and steal some of Barnaby Joyce's medication and really crack on.
I'll let that go through to the keeper.
Absolutely.
It was just a suggestion. Just a
We
suggestion.
did have a lovely night there. I know you're in Canberra. We had a lovely night Wednesday night at Italian and Sons for dinner, and then back at the lodge for the proposal. I worked out quite wisely that it was not the sort of situation whereby I could propose in public. So we did
No.
We did
Well,
it
also-
privately with Toto as the witness.
that's beautiful.
Were you nervous?
I was incredibly nervous because we'd never discussed it at all.
Yeah, that would have been awkward.
And I had the ring made, so it would have been a bit awkward if
she didn't say yes.
I would have said yes.
How does the Prime Minister of our country go about buying a diamond ring and designing
On the
a
down
diamond
low.
ring? Yeah,
Yeah.
like you can't just pop into a shop.
Well, I got it from Chironi's, which is there in Leichhardt in my electorate. And
Lovely.
Nick
Brilliant.
I've known for many years. He's an amazing jeweller and he employs these extraordinary artists and has always employed apprentices. And I really admire the way that he is so passionate about an Australian industry. And he exports to the world as well as supplies here in Australia, and it's all Australian products. So I sat down discreetly with him, and it's a family business. They employ quite a lot of artists, but sat down with him and his daughter and people there and went through what it would look like, the design, and then we exchanged ideas about that, and they put it together, and that's special because it's one of a kind, which is the sort of work that Tironi produces, and it's made in Grainler in the inner west of Sydney, which I'm really proud of as well.
It's a beautiful ring.
It
Prime
is.
Minister, I'm desperate to get my my boyfriend of 8 years to propose. Any tips, or can you just force him on the radio, please?
I reckon just talk up what happened this week. Say, the Prime Minister proposed. Prime Minister proposed to his partner as a sign that they love each other and want to spend the rest of their life together. What do you think about that
it be
sort of
nice?
sentiment? Yeah, and you could play that in the background, the Beach
That's a
Boys.
perfect idea.
Perfect.
It's right up your alley. Now, can I ask you, because we are in Canberra, I want just a few recommendations for a Friday night. The three of us should just be kicking on after the show tonight at 6. Where should we go to have a little cocktail and potentially even have dinner?
Yeah, we're very well behaved.
Yes.
Brad has been in the news lately, but there are some really nice craft breweries and places around there, fantastic restaurants around Braddon or around the Kingston Foreshores is a pretty cool place as well. I don't get to go out anymore at all. My life's very staid these days. But,
Do you miss that? Do you miss just being able to pop down to a restaurant and hang out with some friends and just do normal things like that?
What I miss is not being able to do it spontaneously.
Yes.
So, just drop into the pub, and I do miss just hanging out in Marrickville like I used to be able to do. You could just drop up the road and get a Vietnamese soup or a kebab.
Well, I was furious on your behalf.
Really do that anymore.
I was furious on your behalf. You went out for just a Chinese dinner the other night, and everyone got their knickers in a knot about it. And I was like, let the man eat. Let him go for dinner.
It does get a bit ridiculous. I got a Vietnamese pork roll one day there at the famous Marrickville pork roll.
Oh, the
shop,
best,
and it
the
was
best.
this controversy. How can you afford?
I know.
Man,
we need our Prime Minister eating. He's a very busy man.
Some of it is a bit ridiculous, but you just got to let trolls be trolls and ignore all that.
Wise words. Wise words.
Get on with life. But Canberra's such a great city. If you have not seen the Emily exhibition at the National Gallery, go.
I should do that tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. It is extraordinary.
Right.
She started doing this work at age 70, and there's fabrics, and you just see the development of her artwork, and it's just magnificent.
Now, last time I saw you was at the Foo Fighters gig, and tonight Australia's preparing for one of the biggest shows in our history, Taylor Swift at the MCG. 3 nights at the MCG, 4 nights in Sydney. Are you popping into one of these shows?
Well, I have been invited to attend one of the Sydney concerts. I really like her music. I'm a late convert. I was converted.
Same.
Yes, like Blackers.
With the folklore concert, folklore and Evermore albums that she put out at once. And on my Spotify list last year, I was surprised that she came in at number 2.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
it's fantastic
You
to listen to
Swiftie.
on the travelling round and all of that. Well, I've always played Shake It Off, which is actually a great feminist anthem.
It's a wonderful song.
When I used to DJ, as a great fun thing, and when I sometimes at local schools like Annandale Public School, and there's schools that do various fundraisers, I drop in. You play that, and just what, particularly the young girls.
Oh, the crowd
young
will go
girls
off.
Well, we're going to have a friendship bracelet for you when we're there next Friday night.
And I
at
think
the
you
Sydney
should
show.
say "shake it off" to the opposition next time you're in Question Time. That'll go down real well.
Well, I did drop a Swiftie reference of "Shake It Off" during the last election campaign.
Oh, brilliant!
And,
Brilliant.
I got my campaign director actually told me I was dropping too many musical references because I dropped on the day the election was announced. I finished the press conference with "Hey ho, let's go," and I decided that no, enough of the musical references. You've done it three days in a row.
We love it.
Well, I'm glad you went with
Anyway.
that and not, I stay out too late, got nothing in my brain.
Or even that "My Neck, My Back" song. That would have been
Oh,
inappropriate.
yeah, my neck, my
Yeah.
back. You can't do that.
Albo, we have to go, mate, but we'll look after your work city of Canberra. Thank you for having us. Parliament House looks glorious right now.
Yes,
And
and
we
can-
might see you at Taylor next week when we're there.
It is a great city. Enjoy Canberra.
Thank
We
you, and
will.
congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. If you need that DJ, you hit me up on one of the apps, okay?
I think he's lost your number.
Oh, okay, bye.
How weird.
Thanks, Albo.
Done. I've got your real number. I'll text you.
You do.
Thanks
you,
so
mate.
much.
See you guys.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.